I'm going to present today our research about the performance evaluation of single image super resolution models based on two criteria, the perceptual quality and naturalness, presented by myself, Rana A, a PhD student at the Information Technology Department in the Faculty of Computers and Artificial Intelligence. Let's start by our agenda for today. We will have an intro and problems and theories, methods, results, and discussions, and then go for the references. We are going to talk about single image super resolution, which is a computer vision task. It aims to reconstruct a high resolution image from a low resolution image by enhancing it and generating more details and sharpness. The techniques evolved from the traditional methods of interpolation-based techniques and then evolved to having deep learning-based techniques based on CNNs and GANs. GAN-based methods are expected to enhance the visual realism and the natural-looking textures because it involves a degree of creativity. It generates new and infers new details with the aim of providing high-resolution images. The peak signal-to-noise ratio optimized models are expected to produce structurally accurate but overly smoothed outputs. Despite the advancements, but selecting the optimal model to use remains a challenge because we have multiple trade-offs, for example, between the perceptual quality and the naturalness. In addition to having a challenge in selecting the metrics to use, the image quality assessment metrics to use in order to evaluate or select which model performs the best. And this required deep understanding and deep studying of the statistical based in addition to the perceptual based no reference image quality assessment methods. In our research, we have chosen 5 single image super resolution architectures. 4 of them were pre-trained. The ESR GAN, PSNR small and large, the noise cancel were pre-trained. They were based on residual dense networks and residual dense networks and in GANs. The last model, which is the lab GAN, were based on the Laplacian pyramid architecture, and it was locally trained on the Dev2K dataset. The generated images from each of those models were fed into the quality assessment metric computation module. And based on the metric results, we've performed some analysis to to identify the recommendations. We worked on 400 samples, compared the results of the 5 different architectures, and analyzed the results to select which model provided the best results based on the that fits our use case. The metrics that were chosen are BRISC, CLIP IQA and its variants, TRE and IQE and INQE. We tried to cover both the statistical based and the perceptual quality based. And this is a summary of the average metric scores for each model and each metric. It was an average of all the scores for the 400 samples. As we can see, the ESR GAN is dominating in both the perceptual based like CLIP IQA and its variants, and in addition to the NIQE, which is the statistical based. The noise cancel consistently ranked the second top in the naturalness based metrics, and the peak signal to noise ratio lacked the high frequency details as it scored the worst in the CLIP IQA, even though it provided strong results in the BRISC metric. This concluded an achievement of 2.5% improvement for ESR GAN compared to noise cancel in the CLIP IQA metric, and a 1.1% improvement for ESR GAN compared to lab GAN model or architecture in the NIQE score. Taking a key insights in each of the each of the metrics and the best performer of each metric, the BRISC strongly favored the unprocessed natural images, as the original image was the top scorer or the best scorer in this metric. CLIP IQA and most of its variants favored the ESR GAN because it enforces or favors the sharpness and the appealing textures and the high level of details in the generated images, except for the version or the variant of the VIT L414. which favored the original image in spite of it being a perceptual based. The tray NIQE and IL and IQE favored the perceptual quality, the details, and as we can see, the ESR GAN is the best performer in this in these metrics. This is the set of our picked from our references. This is the libraries that we used for the pre-trained models and the metric computation and getting the data sets. We conducted this research on Dev2K and other data sets from this benchmarks. Thank you. If you have any questions, please go ahead.